you're like, damn, they still sound good. And you're like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm Birch, and this is Flickering Box, and tonight we are talking Night Ranger. I've been watching some of their clips of Night Ranger live from a few months ago, and it got me to thinking about something. You know, it's very easy, and we see this a lot on YouTube and social today. It's very easy for everybody to point out when a band doesn't sound as good as they used to. You know, maybe they put on some weight, maybe the singer lost the top end of his range, maybe, God forbid, he lost some of his hair. We go to these shows or we'll see a clip on YouTube, and let's be honest, a lot of times when we see these clips, they are kind of cringy. They are that bad. And as the saying goes, Father Time is undefeated. This is true. But every now and then, you come across a clip of a band that's still out there doing it, and you know this band may not have been on your radar recently, but you're like, damn, they still sound good. And you're like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So that happened with me. Night Ranger showed up in my playlist, and you know, Jack, Brad, Kelly, those guys are not phoning it in. You listen to them today, and they are just about as polished as a band can get. And I've talked many times how much I dig Jack's voice and his work with Tommy Shaw, and he's amazing. He still has that tone and range. And, you know, Brad, he's always been a monster, and we've talked about him filling in for Randy after he passed, with Ozzy passing recently. And, you know, he's just an animal. And with Kelly, you know, when you have a drummer that sings like him, you know, it truly is lightning in a bottle. So when you watch Night Ranger live today, if you forgot, you remember instantly why you dug them in the first place. They're just an absolutely solid rock and roll band that delivers. So to me, what makes them special? It's that old school kind of musician mentality, and where you go up every night and you give the audience the best show you can, whether it's one person or 10,000, doesn't really matter. And to me, the greats have talked about this with Dio, Maiden, and Priest, and Ozzy. They never gave you that boring ass show. They killed themselves to entertain. More importantly, when you watch them, Night Ranger, they also seem like they genuinely like being in a band together. And you can see it on their face. You can see it in the crowd work. You see it with the stage energy and the little jam moments, which to me nowadays, when I see those little impromptu moments, that's what makes these live shows so special. And when a band's enjoying themselves, that chemistry bleeds into the performance. And I've given this example before, and I've seen Dokken a million times. And as much as I love George Lynch, and he's amazing, and he is Dokken, you know, but they were a much better live band when Red Beach was with them, because the band just had a different energy, and they looked happy to actually be playing together, and it just seemed that way. Oh, and also one of my big things, speaking of Dokken, and also in common with Night Ranger, is Harmonies. And Night Ranger still has got the harmonies. I mean, they're absolutely amazing. And from all the clips I've seen, there's no backing tracks. These guys still do it themselves every single night, and it's absolutely awesome. You know, it seems to be cool these days to bag on bands that don't sound like they used to, but you know what I don't think that we have enough of and enough dialogue is taking a moment to recognize the ones who really haven't lost a step and are still out there doing it night after night with quality shows. Night Ranger is still out there. They're still rocking. They're still delivering. So if you get a chance and they come to your town, go see them. I don't believe you'll be disappointed. They are absolutely fantastic and class acts. So thank you very much for joining me. This is Flickering Box. I'm Birch, and I will see you on the next one. Later.